tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads from over 200 countries and your #1 source in after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, everyone! Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV Spotlight On. I'm Kaori Takee. I've got Daniel Weiss right here.
Is that Stevie Wonder you were just doing?
No, I was just getting into it. I was feeling it.
Kevin John over there.
What's up?
And next to him, a very, very special guest, Taylor Williamson.
Yay!
Now,
Hi.
Taylor last season did this crazy dance with the screen. It was like a dance-ish, right?
Yeah.
That's what you did?
Yeah. No, I was the country singer.
Oh, right. You, the Cole keeps the lights on. That was
Yeah, I
you,
don't know if
right?
you heard about this, but Cole, I remember trying to explain to Kenichi what Cole was. He's like, "What is Cole?"
He doesn't know
Really?
what Cole was.
And I was like, it's like an outdated form of energy that people who in kind of certain parts of America think that we still need, even though it's kind of like cassette players. Like if your parents had a cassette player factory,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, we need cassette players, keeps people, and it has a lot of jobs. Yeah, but we've advanced from there. We should help these people adapt and find new jobs that are part of current day and age, Anyway, Cole's like that for energy. And he's like, like nuclear power. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, God. All you guys listening, Taylor Williamson is the runner-up from last season's America's Got Talent. He was also on Last Comic Standing. I loved that show.
Yeah, it was a good show. Did you watch it this year?
No, it went away, and then it came back, and I didn't watch it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me, too.
Yeah.
Who's hosting,
I
who's
didn't-
hosting it this year?
You went away and came back?
Yeah, I think Bill Bellamy, right? Sorry.
He was the host like
first
5 years
season.
ago.
Okay, see, I don't remember this
Close. He's
stuff.
also a black guy. That's the
Right,
same
so it's
thing.
pretty close.
Yeah.
No, Nick Cannon
What?
hosted Last Comic Standing this year, right?
No, it wasn't. Who was it? Do you know?
It was
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy.
Didn't you host that?
Kevin did it.
It was me. It was me, man.
Right,
Woo.
back when you were 2 foot shorter and your last name was Hart?
Exactly. And I was a little more dark skinned too.
Right.
So.
You were great on Different Strokes also.
Thank you, man. Remember my theme, my signature line on there?
Yeah.
That was
Arnold!
Yeah, that was it.
You're Mr. Drummond, right?
What you doing, Willis?
This is amazing. I love what's happening right now.
Did I do that?
What's Happening is a
This is-
great show.
Yes.
I love that.
One of my favorite
Right,
shows. Indeed.
Yeah, this is indeed them. So you were a kid growing up in Del Mar, is that correct?
Yeah.
And so how does it feel being a worldwide sensation now, touring all over the place?
Now I'm in Encino. It's great. You know what I'm saying?
You're
Stop
definitely
over.
moving on
This
up.
is where they filmed that Pauly Shore, Brendan Fraser movie, right? Encino Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the Army now.
Oh no, I messed up your joke. Can we restart this?
Yeah, that's where we go. That's
Okay,
fine.
go ahead.
My comic timing was poor on that one. It's
No,
fine.
it was my bad because you guys were playing along well, and I didn't know for sure you knew what I was talking about, but you were
It's
acting.
fine. Yeah, it's,
React.
Look, I'll thank you at my Oscar speech, so it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Wait up. So you're anticipating winning an Oscar?
Yes.
Okay. And
Once somebody casts me in something.
Okay. Well, casting directors, you heard that. Daniel Weiss. He will act for free.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true. That's what he's been doing all his life, is acting.
Hey, you can see me on Netflix.
Were you on Netflix?
Yeah.
Under what show?
It was a movie.
Wait, this is Taylor's interview, okay?
Yeah, let's
I'm,
let Taylor.
I'm over Daniel. There's
We
no
all are.
spotlight on here.
I can already promise that you're gonna regret doing this spotlight on me, and I know what I have to say. It's not very interesting, but this is very interesting. This
is not very
It's a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
It was actually a one-man show.
But Taylor, don't you have some movies as well?
I have a couple things I'm trying to have taken off my IMDb page
Oh, okay,
that are
okay.
things that I've done. Not like pornography. It sounds like pornography that I'm alluding to, but
Oh,
It
please
does kinda
share.
sound
Please
like
share.
Yeah,
pornography.
we are intrigued.
well, I've done some pornography.
Okay.
I thought I
Wait,
recognized you.
Encino, right? In the Valley.
No.
Encino.
Or
Man,
Sherman
I don't know, I
Oaks
can't think
or
I don't know,
Studio
man.
City. All right, so
Well, I'll tell you this, Taylor. We all have things in our past that we're ashamed of.
I'm not ashamed of
Oh no,
it.
Kevin
You know.
absolutely does.
Do I really?
Yeah.
What do you-
Oh, that one time I did slap you. I know. I
Oh,
felt bad about that, Daniel. I'm sorry.
Why did you hit him?
He
For
provoked me.
bringing up the reality show that Kevin was on.
Kevin was on a reality
Oh.
show.
Were you on Amish in the City?
Yeah.
Dude, how did you know? You ever be out there?
No, he was on Breaking Amish.
Oh,
I know a guy that was on Amish in the City for real.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
see, now it's
Sorry.
getting serious. It's
I
getting
know.
Let's get
serious.
back to the
You brought up
interview.
the dirt on me. I was like, okay, let's.
What were you on?
That's not important. It's about you, Taylor. The fans want to know about you, not about me. All right.
Taylor, I want to know what other talent do you have other than making people laugh?
I can make people not laugh. I'm really good at that.
Okay.
I can make people on Facebook say really mean things to me.
What is the meanest thing someone said to you?
Do you want me to read you what someone said to me a couple days ago?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no?
I mean, it was something, you ugly toad.
No.
That was nothing, though.
Parents can be harsh.
Like, Mom, get off Twitter.
Yeah,
You're too old to
seriously.
be on this thing.
Now I'm curious. What did you do to provoke such an outburst? From
Probably
them?
nothing.
People, it's amazing. Like, when you hear celebrities, like talk about how, like, they, like, I don't look at Twitter and stuff, like, you think, get over it, you know? But, like, me, I was on this reality show, and I have, like, a little bit of
What show was it?
notoriety. I was on Different Strokes, the
The reunion.
reunion. Thank you.
So
See,
you're
I'm
the
not
only one that
funny.
came back that wasn't on drugs, then.
No, I'm on drugs.
Oh,
Yeah, he never said he's not on drugs.
okay.
Why are you spreading rumors about me?
Exclusive. All right.
I do a lot of drugs
What's your favorite drug?
Oh my gosh.
that I've done, or that I like to taste, or I like what it does to me.
That it does to you.
I mean, I like cocaine because it ruins my family.
So, do you currently do cocaine, or do
Oh
you,
my gosh.
It's been it's been a couple days, you know.
So you're off it now. You're clean.
Well, I have like my parole officer. I have like a test coming up, and like
Right.
if I want to see my kids, like if you want to see your kids again, you better be clean. But I'm like, well, I don't want to see my kids.
Right. So do I do drugs?
So Taylor,
Right?
tell me more about other talents that you have.
Um,
You can't just be.
I can go on AFTERBUZZ TV and make people regret having me on AFTERBUZZ TV.
No.
We're waiting for that to happen.
I play piano.
Do you?
I really have no actual talents, honestly.
Okay.
But
well, growing up, did you play
I don't believe
sports?
that.
What were your artistic endeavors growing up?
I played sports until you had to be good at sports to be on sports teams.
Oh, so you didn't make the cut.
So
Third
what
grade?
sports were you playing?
Well, I played soccer. What'd you say?
Okay.
I didn't hear your snarky comment.
No, that
You're
was
getting a little too comfortable, sir.
I said, I actually am because I'm so close to you now. Feel so close. All right. So, anyways, no, I was saying, did you? What specifics? You played sports until you got cut, basically.
No, I mean, like, whenever, like, you're really little and, like, your mom just signs you up for the team and you get a trophy.
And you just kind of run back and forth and hit grass.
Yeah, I did that for, like, 8 years of soccer, and I played, like, some Little League. And then, like, in 7th grade, I went to private school for a year, and I was, like, on every team sport because, like, they only had so many people. And it's, like, we had, like, you know how real schools have, like, the A team and the B team? Our school was exclusively the B team, and there was, like, girls and handicapped people on our team and stuff. I was one of the handicapped people. And then I was center field, and I never hit a ball once, and I never caught any ball except twice I caught a ball in 2 different games against the same team. And one time, like, I dove, and I caught a ball, like a crazy catch. And then the other time, I had another crazy catch, and the coach came up to me and was like, "You're going to be a star." But he has no idea that I sucked every other time I've ever
He
done
just
anything.
saw
How-
that.
Saw that.
When did you know you wanted to be a comedian?
In high school, I got really into it.
Okay. What turned you on to comedy?
I mean, I was one of those. I used to be one of those, like, sarcastic kids who thinks he's funny, but he's just, like, stupid sarcastic kid. Like,
Is that how you feel you are right now? Right?
Well, now people at least pretend to smile when I'm sarcastic. But I used to be when I was like 12. Like, look at Quintavious on the show tonight. Like, when people like Howard's like, when you were 12, what you're doing? That kid's amazing. When I was
Yeah.
12, like, I'd be one of those kids. If someone said, "Do you like going to movies?" I'd be like, "No, I hate the movies." And people are like, "All right, I guess you like the movies. All right." Like, it's not funny though. It's just like weird, you know.
Yeah.
So when
So,
do you think like when did you start coming into your shell and like really starting to feel good about your acts and all that stuff?
I still don't
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I I started stand up when I was 17, and I was really comfortable. You're scripted though. Like doing improv was the scariest thing in the world to me. Like when I was 20, I'd already been on Craig Ferguson's show, but I got invited to like an inner city youth thing and help out like 8 to 13-year-old kids and like do improv and stand up with them. And I was terrified of doing improv in a small, structured little classroom environment with children. I refused to do it.
Wow.
Like I was so scared of. I wouldn't do morning radio if I could just tell my jokes. Like there's certain shows where you have to do jokes where you just give them fake setups and they put you in like. So I understand you watch Comics Unleashed with Byron Allen.
Oh my gosh.
So I understand you went to the zoo. Yeah, I went to the zoo. Like Robert Schimmel was on there and who passed away unfortunately, but he set him up. So I understand you have cancer, and he's like, yeah, it's just the weirdest like.
So they set you up for you to do your routine.
Yeah.
Basically.
So I would only do those, but now I don't like doing my jokes. I like just rambling and making people uncomfortable.
Right.
So you don't have like a set like comedy act?
When I do stand up, but when I do radio interviews and stuff, I
Okay.
like to just rant.
Yeah.
So is there
Felipe
any
is-
question that you want me to ask you so you can just let me know, man?
Ask me how I ended up on the show today.
So Taylor, you know,
Okay,
this is
yeah,
one
how
of the
did
things
you
I've
end up on
always
the
been
show
wanting to
today?
know. How did you end up on the show today, man?
Well, Daniel's been asking me for 3 years to be on the show,
Yeah, but
and I would
yeah.
ignore his emails.
Right.
And then I got
Constantly.
Then I got a message on my Facebook fan page from a girl in a bikini. I was like, "Oh, this is cool." Awesome.
Oh,
I
she's
sent
wearing
you-
it tonight.
I sent you pictures of me in a bikini.
I didn't get those.
Oh.
They were flagged for indecent exposure.
From behind, I
On
look like a
Facebook.
girl.
And I was like, "Oh, cool. What's up?" And then I was like, "Oh, come on after."
Oh, wait.
I was like,
Oh,
"Great."
wait, Daniel's on there. This isn't going to go well.
But then she suggested we can do one-on-one, and I was like, I said, listen, like I would love to do a one-on-one interview, but only if if it also involves Daniel and the other guy.
Yeah, he did say the other guy.
The other, cool. So you're
I
talking
think
about
I
me?
appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you, Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor, what does it feel like when you were, up there with Kenichi and they were just like, the winner of America's Got Talent? Like, how did it feel? Like the trepidation, the nerves?
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm so lucky. I'm an idiot, but like I'm proud of what I do as a comedian. But there's no reason I should have gone that far.
What?
But
No, you were great.
oh, thank you. Well, according to maybe not all your AfterBuzz TV episodes from last year.
Well, them too.
Whoa.
Them too.
Oh.
Hey, Taylor, I've never threw shade your way. I have never thrown any shade your
Really?
way.
Let's go
Now-
back to the tape. Marissa.
Now, the
Oh,
other-
we don't have tape?
I
Okay.
actually thought about like spending an hour and looking back.
That would have been amazing.
I remember like I was going to the airport from LA and like listening to the podcast of one of your, because people are talking about you. It's amazing. It's so
Who?
Really?
us. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, no, are we talking about us? Because no one else is.
I want to start an AfterBuzz TV show for your AfterBuzz.
I
TV.
said that
Aw.
tonight.
He did.
I
That's
said to
hilarious.
them, I
I
want to
didn't
do
hear
an no,
That
like
sounded like it's
earlier
made up.
tonight at 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, finish.
We
Go
were
ahead,
just
finish.
watching TV, and I was like, I want to do an AfterBuzz for an AfterBuzz show.
That's
We'll
a
do
good
it
idea.
together.
I'd be down.
Yeah, you gotta
Great.
do it together.
We should do that. I really would do
I
that.
really want to. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
All right,
So, anyways, you're listening to the podcast.
But I remember being outside walking around trying to find the train station. I was going to the airport. Anyways, I remember like this girl doesn't like me. She's saying.
did I really say bad things about you?
But
I
you were
don't
like
remember.
you were like mean. You were like you didn't like me, but you're like yeah I like him, but I don't like his jokes. That kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know
But then later on, you were really nice and supportive, as if that never happened.
Right, when you contacted
It's like
her.
a
No, but-
relationship.
it was the bikini picture. He just took away everything else.
And when you messaged me, you said hashtag kill your co-hosts. So
That's true. That is true.
He did let me know.
I've never said that.
He,
I-
did,
I
he
don't
didn't
know.
say that.
I never.
Now, Taylor,
But how come we never did that? I thought we had a.
I worked on it.
Honesty, like truth.
Yeah, I
or
tried to
trust
kill
thing.
them, but
Okay.
apparently it's illegal.
Now, Taylor, coming from one of the co-hosts that actually praised you,
I don't remember.
you know,
Yeah.
one of the things I really did enjoy about you, and honestly, I'd probably say I enjoyed this about you more than I actually enjoyed your routines, was your.
This isn't a compliment.
No.
Hey,
This
what
is
is that?
this is a compliment. His routines were obviously amazing. He wouldn't have made it runner-up had they not been.
Yeah.
But one of the things I personally liked about you, which is ironic because you said you don't like improv, is your banter back and forth with the judges. Like, you were so quick-witted and hilarious. Like, I would love watching your show, but I couldn't wait to the end when Nick would be interviewing you talking back and forth because you were on it with them.
Thank you so much.
Like, I remember one time Heidi said something like, "Oh, you look nerdy" or something like that, and you're like, "No, I get laid all the time." Or so I forgot exactly verbatim what it was, but I thought you were genius when you were just going back and forth with your judges. So witty.
What a
need a
great
promotion.
backpedaler.
No, I'm keeping it real.
No, thank you. You know, it's interesting. I'm watching AGT this year from the perspective and of like what makes people vote for people. It's really interesting, and I'm very aware that like the reason I got through is because of the extra time after my 90-second performances.
Yes.
Was that I cheated basically. That wasn't my intention. The way that happened is at the beginning, in the audition episode. So I was very calculated / desperate because I had nothing going on. I had less than nothing going on. I had negative money in my bank. I've never had that happen before.
No shit.
And
I'm going through that right now. So.
Negative money.
You should go on AGT.
Try
I
it out.
should. I'll throw a routine together. Daniel, you got to come with me.
But like I knew, I did Last Comic Standing. I knew kind of how these things worked, and I knew, and so basically I went out there. And I knew someone would say you're awkward or dorky. That's
what's charming about you.
I have this character I put together of just this weird guy. People think I really sound like. Can you imagine if I really sounded like this? Like how horrible my life would be.
Yeah, before this, he was Taylor is British.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, jolly good show tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Fellas.
That's what I sound like.
Yeah, it's exactly what a terrible British accent.
If he was British, it would be bloody good shit. Just saying.
I had someone write me that you don't really sound like that, do you?
No, really? Did they?
People say but when they're not joking, it's worse though. Or they're not trying to be mean, they're just being honest. Like that's not your real voice, is it? Anyways. But so I knew that someone would say something like that. So I had that line prepared for like just in case in my arsenal, you know. And then like in the second round where there's no audience, I knew that I saw the first guy go out and just do his act just kind of like a robot with no audience reaction and just kind of self-destruct a little bit or a lot, you know. And it wasn't his fault. If I got sent out the first, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
So I knew I had to treat that show like any show. On Last Comic Standing, they had a time limit. If you went over your time, they'd cut your microphone off. This isn't a comedy show. I knew that I had my material approved. So then I went out there and I just treated it like any crowd show. I was like, you guys, this is horrible. I need this. This is the worst show I've ever had. Please, you guys. I did silly riffing. I
remember that.
And they cut out half my jokes, and so it looked like I was. I was riffing, and then I did my jokes, but that wasn't live. But when the live shows happened, the judges were like, or the producers were like, "We're gonna give you time you can banter with the crowd." Judges like you've been doing. I was like, no banter, no banter. And then they forced me to do it, and it ended up. It ended up being what people know me for. People come to me, they're like, "You don't do material. You're known for. You talk to the audience." I'm like, "What do you talk? I have an hour CD. It's an hour of jokes, which is available on iTunes. Everybody.
Plug.
Laughter. I hardly know her. What a great title, right?
Yeah.
pretty awesome.
Marissa, can you pull up the graphic?
Laughter. I barely know her.
Please pull up the graphic. Thank you.
Kevin doesn't get it. It's fine. He'll figure it out.
I will.
Laughter.
There it is.
Yeah, it's
It's
fantastic.
not funny, but it's like.
I met that guy today.
That's me.
Oh, wait a second.
Laughter.
Oh, okay. That
What a
is you.
handsome man.
It's very true.
So Taylor, you talk
Have I
about-
answered any question? I'm sorry.
You have,
but it's
you've
fine.
answered
You
a
have.
lot. Now I was actually going to ask, you talk a lot about, writing routines, and a lot of times people don't realize as a stand-up comedian, the amount of work, effort that it takes to write a special, a 45 minutes, there's a lot of work that just goes into writing a 7-minute thing. So when you do write your, your stand-up routines and whatnot, what is it that, what inspires your jokes? Is it real life situations? Is it things that you see? Observations, a combination of everything? Where do your jokes come from, I guess?
I don't know how to answer that. I wish I could answer that. I'm the worst guest ever. I don't know. I basically, it's a lot of trial and error. Like I write down everything I think is funny, then I try it on stage, and most of the time, apparently I'm wrong. I just think every audience is wrong. But
They're all wrong.
but then it becomes like maybe 1 out of 20 jokes is actually funny.
Yeah.
And then you construct an hour of jokes where hopefully that's what it is, and people are like, you're a genius. Well, this is 10 years of. I probably have like 30 hours of jokes that aren't
Wow.
funny that I've done.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Interesting.
It's hard, but I'm having trouble now finding time to create new jokes though, because of AGT, I'm on the road pretty nonstop performing, and people are coming to see me on purpose, which I've never had before. Like before, I've been this for 11 years now. Before, I would do shows at colleges where I'm like, oh, there's a comedian in town here in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. All right, at Bucknell, I guess we're gonna go to see the comedian. We have nothing to do because we're in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. You know.
Yeah.
So the bar was set low, or if at the headline a comedy club, if no one came or if they didn't like me, well, you hired me, they don't know who I am, whatever. But now people come to see me on purpose, and they're coming on their birthdays and their anniversaries, and like, so I feel extra pressure to do well.
Yeah.
So I'm not messing around as much. I'm kind of doing my best stuff every time.
Right, you don't want to try something new in case it doesn't work out yet.
But I know a lot, at least for now, because people are spending $20. There's like 2-drink minimum. It's expensive to go to shows. Like,
It is, yeah.
Unless you donate blood, then you.
yes, donate blood before you come see me. That's a good idea.
I
All
just
comedy
sneak in.
clubs, especially the Improv, just take blood at the door and then you're fine.
That's a great idea.
Let's
You gotta make
start
sure
one.
blood's kosher.
We'll do that. Kosher blood.
Kosher
Blood's
blood.
kosher for sure.
What?
Anti-Semitism.
A little bit, yeah.
Is that why you didn't like me? Because you heard I was Jewish?
Right, she's dropping some Pearl Harbor. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah. Too soon?
I've had so many people say after I lost to Kenichi, so many racist people.
No,
Really?
are you
The most,
serious?
I still get the most racist
That's
stuff.
horrible.
Kenichi's great though. Like we went on tour for 2 months with all the guys afterwards. Kenichi's so funny. Like he never tweeted once, "Please vote for me." He's very like zen and whatever.
He
about
didn't even know what
everything.
Twitter was, I think.
I know.
Right? 'Cause I was like trying to follow
He's very
him.
chill, yeah.
He's just whatever, and like he's like he doesn't write back to people. When we talked, if someone in the meet and greet line would say something snarky, he'd be like, "You voted for me. I didn't ask anyone to vote for me. America voted for me. It's their fault, not my fault." But,
Yeah.
you know. But he's great. But I like Japanese. I took Japanese in high school.
Does that mean you know Japanese, or does that mean
Are you
just
fluent?
in high school?
Skoshi.
Okay, that's not bad.
Do you speak Japanese?
Wait, isn't that where the
Sushi
Olympics
dake.
were?
Whoa, excuse me. Sumimasen.
Okay.
Konnichiwa.
Anata wa nansai desu ka?
I don't want to answer that on the camera.
They don't. Nihongo o hanashimasen.
I don't know what you're saying.
She's asking how old I am.
Let's talk in Hebrew. Shabbat shalom.
Oh yeah, Baruch atah.
Oh, mazel tov.
Yeah.
Habanagila.
Moil.
I was gonna say let's not call it racist. But I was
Hamotzi.
about to say.
Let's speak in
That was
phonics.
impressive, though.
Oh, thanks.
Have you been to Japan?
I went when I was 12.
Okay.
But with Kenichi, I never get to use Japanese because no one learns it, and then anyone I meet who's Japanese, you're like the first. Are you full Japanese?
I'm half.
I have like a lot of half Japanese friends. They speak no Japanese at all. I have no one to use it on. And Kenichi, I'm on tour for 2 months with a Japanese guy. I'm so excited, but I'd be like, "Hey Kenichi, tole wa doko desu ka?"
Oh, gosh.
And he'd be like, "Yeah, where's the bathroom?" Like, all right. Like he was not impressed at all.
That's hilarious.
But I taught him some cool English phrases.
Like,
Am I allowed to curse on this? No.
yes. Marissa,
Yeah?
Marissa gave us the okay.
It's a quote. Okay. So, like, I taught him, like, BFF, you know?
Oh.
And I said, Kenichi, you're my BFF.
I don't know what BFF is.
You know BFF.
You know
Best
what
friends
BFF
for
is.
life.
I don't have any BFFs, I guess.
That's true,
Aw. Well,
This guy's sad.
we'll find you a BF.
I said BFF is like best friend forever. And you know this, right?
but yes.
You,
Well,
you do this, right?
I know what it means.
No, I don't know.
It's a girl thing. Girls say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Anyway.
see, girls do
You're
say it
boof.
more than boys.
Yeah.
My boof.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's
I've
like,
heard of it.
I said, you know BFF. He's like, yeah, best fucking friend.
Oh,
I'm like, well,
that's even better.
but it's like, yeah, it's still nice.
That kind of, yeah, it makes sense.
And I tried teaching him that's what she said, and it was very confusing.
That's hilarious.
Oh.
Because later on, I had a conversation with someone. I was like, "That's what she said." He's like, "Wait, that's what she said." I was like, "No, she actually said that."
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Wink.
Oh, that's cute.
Speaking of what she said, what would you say has been your most just random groupie encounter since going on AGT?
I mean, honestly, like, I can say something funny, but I can be honest. Which would you prefer?
I'm sure
Is
it's
this a
up
choose
there,
your
game,
adventure?
I'm sure.
We want both.
Well, I mean, honestly, my fan base because of America's Got Talent and I'm very thankful for it. I had no fan base before, and I have a dream scenario in my career right now. But my fan base happens to be moms and 14-year-old girls, and
Aww.
nothing in between. There's no
Some moms are cute though, man.
No,
They're
there's
young.
cute moms, but they drag their husbands to come see me.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah. There's not a lot of like.
Single, young.
Yeah, like and
Well,
also,
that's who watches the show. I feel like.
Yeah, like it's interesting. Like The Voice, I guess, gets like more like 20-year-old-ish people. But I get grandmas, moms, and teenage girls.
Hey, that's 3 different generations.
No,
you're getting,
it's very
man.
cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's interesting. So
You got a 30-year-old girl here. Oh, I said it.
Whoa.
Whoa, you're a girl?
Yeah. Took you a year to figure that out, huh?
I'm still figuring it out. So I was curious about something.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I was
He
about to
did.
say.
He
I was gonna
did
say
cut
something
him
inappropriate.
Okay, then
So-
No,
definitely.
just say
No,
it,
and now
please.
it's
yeah,
just
that
weird.
case.
Now we have to.
Now it's weirder. We're gonna go. You're
Yeah,
gonna
say it later when it's out of
no,
context.
let's rewind. Okay.
Well, I'll say what I was gonna say, but then I'm gonna explain why it was not worth going back. Well, you'll see why it wasn't worth going
Right.
back to. Actually, you cut me off, but I was happy you did.
How
But now
dare
we've
you.
had this much
He
conversation.
wanted to know how old I was.
But that was like a long time ago.
Oh,
That was
okay.
just I know how, that's all I know how to say in Japanese. Is how old you are.
Oh, I guess that's the only question that matters to you. Where's the bathroom?
And Nato wa pizza ga suki desu ka?
Not really.
She's like pizza.
You said how's the pizza in Ottawa, right? That's what I heard.
Ottawa, Russia. I heard that whole thing.
That's not a real
Is that a place?
Yeah. No, it's not.
No,
It's in Canada.
Russia's not in Canada.
No, Ottawa is in Canada.
Right.
All right.
What reality show were you on?
I like how we're just going
Look,
all
It's
over the
like,
place.
it's like something like
No. We don't have to get into it, all right? Let's just say that
Obviously-
you performed AGT at the live shows in New York, and Kevin loves New York.
Yeah,
that.
so anyways,
That's all we're gonna say.
so back to what we were
That's a good
saying,
one.
Taylor. That
Wait,
actually
that's
was,
way more interesting than
What?
I did.
I don't
that was a
understand.
good segue,
But
by the way,
the
too. I give you
spotlight's
props,
on
but
you tonight.
Wait, who's the special guest? Me or these flies?
A little bit of both. All right.
So my question. Let's get back on track a little bit.
On a serious question, do you think people listening are confused or enjoying themselves?
No one's listening.
What?
I'm just kidding. Lots of people are listening.
People listening are not no one. Thank you.
And
for
they are
listening.
amused at what they're listening to.
I had people write me saying, "Did you hear what Kaori said about you?"
No.
Yeah, especially that one episode when she went.
There was
off
the
on
one.
him.
True, I did write.
I
that.
would remember that.
I know.
But Heidi Klum didn't like me either, and then I made
But
out
now
with her later.
you guys are in love.
I saw.
Wait up, time out. You made out with that. That is an exclusive on you and Heidi.
It was
Klum?
on TV.
No, it's all news.
Oh, man.
I saw that there was a tabloid that put a picture of you and Heidi, like, and they're like, "Is this her new boyfriend or whatever?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how does that feel? Just being the object of Heidi's affection, even though it's probably not real. But yeah.
I don't know what's happening. I don't
I
know.
went all quiet.
I have no idea either.
Wait, can we do a timeout for a second?
Yeah. Like a
Flag
Zach
on the
Morris
play.
timeout?
Why did? What do you mean? Is it real? This is. Can we stop this? This is.
No,
Is it real?
it's real.
I'm confused.
Did you guys? I don't know if you watched. There was like there was a segment with me and Heidi Klum on the show from this year, where like she's my girlfriend and stuff, right?
Right.
And then did you see this thing? It's okay if you didn't
Yes.
see it. So you clearly didn't. see
Then
it.
you were pregnant
So-
with her baby.
No, I didn't have. Did you see it for real? It's okay.
I did. You
Okay.
said that
Yeah.
you were pregnant.
Oh no, so that was after. You're right.
Well,
That was
Maury
someone
came
else
out.
said
That
it,
was when
someone
So
else
she
you
said
woke
didn't see
up.
it.
No. Oh.
I did see it.
All right. She's getting really sassy.
You were
again.
talking to the camera, and then she goes, "Honey," in the background, and then they go.
Can she leave, please? Take the flies with you, please. We need to get everyone out of here.
No, you had a party, and your friends were there, and her model
right.
friends were there. I watched
Thank you.
it.
Okay. So I did this segment with her where she's my girlfriend. Then she wakes up and she's like, I had the worst nightmare. I was dating that weird guy, and then I'm in the corner, and I'm like, Heidi, whatever, ha ha ha. So she wakes up and so everyone's tweeting at me, oh, too bad it was just a dream. I'm like, no, she woke up and I
Right.
was still there. Like, you ever had a dream? Like, tomorrow I might have a dream about I was on After Show.
Then you'll wake up,
The
and I'm still
AfterBuzz,
there.
Excuse me. So like,
and then Daniel will be in the corner after you wake up.
Daniel would be in the corner.
so like, and then, yeah, like, we made love.
Right.
And I had a dream about it.
Daniel's all in on
He
it.
got, he got outside at the
Now I get it,
thought
yeah.
of it.
And then you get what I'm saying. It wasn't.
Absolutely.
It's a dream about a real thing. Anyways.
Right. No, it's the joke of it was a dream, and then it wasn't really a dream.
Right.
Yeah. No, I get it. People.
Didn't you hear Heidi Klum's dating a 28-year-old? Have you not heard about
Yes,
this?
I know.
I have heard.
That's me.
Yeah.
I heard. Well,
I have a picture of me kissing her in a documentary that was on America's Got Talent about how she's my girlfriend. What more proof
Yeah.
do you need?
so then it's
yeah.
not a dream after all. Then it's reality.
is she-
it was a dream about real things that happened.
Is Heidi a great kisser?
Also, you can't videotape dreams.
But you're not helping.
That's what I'm saying. It's real.
There's a documentary.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because if it was a dream, you wouldn't have had footage of it.
Yeah. Like it's all right. You're right.
Well-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a little.
It's fine. That's our first fight.
Oh God.
In the dream, did Seal pop out?
Ooh.
Seal's kind of old news at this point. Though.
Listen, you know, Seal is the father of my girl's children.
He's your girl's baby daddy.
I mean, former husband. I don't have
Right.
anything. You know what? Well, I like. Anyways, I wish the best for Seal, and I don't like where this is going. I think we should start over, honestly.
You know what?
Welcome
we
to
should.
AfterBuzz TV. Tonight we have a special guest, Taylor Williamson.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so good to have you on
So
here,
you were
man.
on
It's a,
I Love New York.
so what do you so what do you think of Heidi Klum?
I think she's great. I mean,
You think she's great, or you know she's great?
I know she's great. What are you,
Oh,
we're trying to get the dirt on me.
What about the other judges? How was your interaction with
I mean,
the other ones?
honestly, they're all so cool.
Yeah.
They're super. It's the weirdest thing now. I mean, that like just hanging backstage and seeing Howard Stern, like, hey man, what's up? Like, it's so weird. Like
Yeah.
I saw, I was at Sirius Radio in New York, and they have the same lobby for every show basically. And Howard has a separate room. He has to walk out. New York is amazing. Everyone Broadway
He knows.
stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I like you again. All right, we're cool.
Okay.
That was good. That was good. That was good. Kind of. Good.
But like, everyone has to walk in and out of Vegas is the same way too. Like I went to a pro wrestling show in Vegas when I was like 12 at the MGM Grand. They all have to come out the same way as you. I don't know why there's no
That's so weird.
What do you mean when you say they come?
There's
out
no
the same-
back entrance.
there's no back entrances. Anyways, like Radio City and stuff. Like you can.
So you're just walking by like
Or
fans?
a Sirius. So anyway, so at Sirius. Oh yeah, for sure. But at Sirius, I saw Howard like in like November of last year, and my chair's coming down.
Perfect.
That's cool. So, and I saw him walk by, and he's walking slowly with Ronnie, the limo driver. I don't know if you guys are Howard Stern fans. And then I was like, oh, it's Howard. I know him.
Yeah.
Oh, I know him. I know him kind of well. Then he got far enough away where it was awkward enough for me to call his name. I was like, Howard, and he turned around, which apparently he doesn't do. And he's like, oh, hey. And then we had an awkward conversation. And then like a group of people who I assume are rappers, because I'm racist, I'm sorry. And then
Because they were black and
they were at a
baggy jeans.
they were at a
wearing-
radio station.
They had guns.
Now that's racist. All right.
Oh man.
But they saw this like weirdo talking to Howard, so they're like, oh, we'll go talk to him too. And then Howard's like, I gotta
So you
go.
just opened it up.
Yeah, I ruined everything.
Your chair is shrinking.
I thought you said I'm a Jewish shrinker.
So Taylor, what?
Well, the
what-
Jews were shrinking. What? That's I don't want to get into
My
that.
aunt said
were
she
getting-
shrunk like 2 inches.
Really?
Yeah.
No, as you get older though, you do shrink.
Does everyone do that?
It's true.
I'm gonna get taller as I
Yeah.
get older.
Well,
I plan it.
it's because your bone density.
I'm gonna get
gets smaller.
sexier as I get older. Black don't crack.
I've
So-
heard that.
Yeah. Well, it's the truth. You're marrying a black woman, so you'll know all about that.
Are
10
you
years
really?
from now.
I am.
You're gonna have Lenny Kravitz, baby.
I am. She's gonna be gorgeous, and then she's gonna star in X-Men.
That's so cool.
Ex-
That's great.
Halle Berry.
Oh.
What? No.
No.
Lenny Kravitz's daughter was in
Oh, her
X-Men
too.
First
Oh,
Class.
Zoe. Yeah.
Oh,
Is it Zoe? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Halle Berry's
I
the
know.
But
best
Lenny
dancer.
Kravitz is mixed himself, so I'm gonna have Lenny Kravitz as a baby.
So Taylor, what was your greatest moment from America's Got Talent? What was the one moment that stands out the most to you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
My favorite, the moment where I was like, I felt it was really special was, I mean, honestly, I had so many dream scenarios happen in such a short amount of time. I was over, like, I feel like I made up for my 10 years of nothing happening really in like 2 months. Like I got to do Inside the Actors Studio with James Lipton.
Wow.
I
That's a big deal.
got to hang out with him for.
Did you
like,
have a lot to talk about? So
I
Taylor,
listened a
you were
lot.
on AGT.
He's a
And-
fan of the show.
Wow.
Which is weird to me, but you know, like, can you imagine watching that show?
I picture him now sitting in a leather recliner in a room with bookshelves and just sipping brandy, watching America's Got Talent.
We hung out in the Snapple Lounge for like 4 hours, putting together our little segment that we did. He was amazing. Like he's so cool. We did a rehearsal and like we're on stage. The worst thing is doing the rehearsals. I'm gonna answer your question in a second.
No, take your time, man. I forgot what my question was anyway.
No, I got you.
We all
So you said
did.
like special things that happen,
Oh,
various moments.
thank you.
He does
And,
got you.
I got you.
Got my back.
We're on stage doing in front of 5,000 empty chairs, trying to be funny. It's the worst thing ever. And he's like, you know what this is? And I'm like, no, what is it? He's like, it means I'm a knight. I'm like, wow.
Wow.
He was like so cute about it. He's like, look at I got I'm a knight.
Wow.
I thought that was a good story.
I thought you were like,
He's
he was rubbing his
sir.
nipple from your description.
Does it sound like
I
he was like
what?
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
What
you
do
know
you
what
think
this
this
is?
is?
I'm like, whoa.
Opens up his jacket a little bit. Are you?
Breaking news.
But I got to do that, and like I got to like the one of the most special moments was when I was riffing with Heidi Klum at the finale, like
Yeah.
the highest pressure, highest stakes ever, and it was very scary every time something happened. But then anyways, like she said something, and she kept interrupting me. And then I said, like, Heidi, I'm trying to speak. And then I got a
That
big
was
laugh.
awesome.
And then I had, like, an American flag in my back pocket from the last thing I did, just in case I could use it for something. And then I said, Heidi, when a man is speaking, like, in America, when a man is speaking. I waved the flag.
Yeah.
And then I said, except in Mariah's house. And then
Oh.
and then I felt, it's too soon. Or a year ago, too soon.
Too soon.
And they were all such good sports, and like I was like, this is like the biggest ovation, the crowd's chanting my name. It was like the most special thing ever, and like I felt like it made up for like all the people in the industry who rejected me and people who never give me a shot and stuff.
Right.
I was like, it was so special. And then and how the judges giving reactions, and Howie's like, I have nothing funny to say. You're great. People should vote for you. Your mom's in the audience. And my mom, who's an overbearing Jewish mother, and I don't know if you've ever met one of these.
Well, I've heard myths.
So like I gave her tickets in the balcony, and we had a little discussion about you need to like stop posting certain things on the internet and tweeting at certain judges of the show.
Did she put
and-
baby pictures of you up?
No, but like she like became friends with. I don't know. She's like overstepping her boundary issues, you know, like mommy, like please, she's trying to get backstage, and I don't know. It's just like I love her, but she's like needs to. It's my job. This is my career. Like
Yeah,
you gotta like
sure.
Right.
be in the balcony with the moms, you know. Stop. But she see like the kids' parents coming in backstage, and I don't know. I don't know. I love my mom. But anyways, so I'm having the greatest moment of my life, and then Howie's like, your mom's in the crowd, and I'm like looking up in the balcony for her because I gave her tickets to sit in the balcony, and then like on the floor is my mom. Not on the floor, but like on the floor seats.
Sure.
And she's like standing up and waving, and there's like a spotlight on her. And she's like, yeah, I'm Taylor's mom. And I was just like, this is like the next 30 years of therapy for sure. It's just,
That's supposed to be my spotlight.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's funny, but it's a funny story, but it's also like.
No, it is. It's like she's just supposed to be happy for your success,
Yeah.
not try to make something of it herself.
Were you an
Yeah.
AGT fan before you got on the show, or were you like, I need to do some variety shows? Let me try this
Who
now.
watches this thing? Have we done that joke
Well, mothers and 14-year-old girls.
Exactly.
And grandmothers.
We've narrowed down the
And your
demographic.
mom.
I didn't watch it before, but I didn't have cable. I was too poor to
It's
have.
Channel 4.
It's on
Just
Channel
put some.
4.
NBC.
But I
Put a
I
coat
didn't-
hanger in the back.
Yeah.
You just put a coat hanger in it?
That's,
there
in other
was-
words, a ghetto antenna.
No,
And
but
then
I thought you can't even have normal TV now.
yeah, no, you
Antennas
can't. You
don't
have to have
exist,
a
right?
digital
You
Can
box.
now.
Oh,
But you can get it for free from a local cable provider.
really?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I never had. I've been poor, and I didn't watch this stuff, and I don't like watching people being successful. I don't want to watch that, you know. But but now I enjoy it. It's really interesting watching this year, and like I think I'm seeing what people are voting for people. Like I know I got lucky because I got the extra TV time. People got to know me. The groups kind of get screwed on the show because you don't get to know them as people. Like some of the
Yeah.
groups are
That's
so
true.
amazing, but you don't know who they are. This show, you're kind of voting for the person backed up by talent.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Forte got third place last season, right?
Fourth, I think.
Oh wow, yeah.
I remember
So
a
who was
lot of
third?
weird things.
Jimmy Rose.
Jimmy Rose.
Daniel's favorite of all time.
I went
Why are you
off.
making that face? I
He
don't.
wasn't, he wasn't my favorite.
Who's your favorite?
Jimmy Rose.
Taylor Williamson.
Now
Good
she
answer.
said that. Let's go back to the tape.
Right? I think his
Oh, we
name
don't
started
have
with a
it.
K.
Kenichi.
I
We talk
was
about
gonna
him in
say,
every
he's great.
season. Every episode we talk about
Yeah,
Kenichi, even on this season.
He's awesome.
Sure, yeah, he was great. So in the second to last performance, I was curious about this. When they said that you have to redo your first performance, and I know you talked about it on stage, but what was your actual thinking when they told you were going to have to do that?
Well, it's really fun. Like, I honestly, like, watching the results show, I got kind of like anxious because it's so terrifying. Even though like you're like I'm a winner no matter what, you know, and went back to the show. I talked to some of the people, the kids, they're on the show, and I became friends with Quintavious and Emil and
the
cello boys.
Dario,
Do their parents have
They
to
were
be
good,
around when you
yeah.
hang out with them?
Well, when Taylor goes around, yeah, they're pretty.
Quintavious came to my show in Nashville. I do like 5 shows in a weekend,
that's so
and I do a
cool.
13 and up show on Sundays. Where
awesome.
And like he's 12, whatever, no one cares. But like
Don't tell anyone.
They
You're
don't
gonna
card.
get in
They don't
trouble.
card him. They don't card him.
he's so people. I get moms emailing me. Or they call the club or they email me. Like I'm my own customer service. People say like, how much does tickets cost? I'm like, oh, what am I? I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm the
talent.
talent.
Yeah, you're the talent.
Don't
That's
talk to me. But they are $20, and you can get them on the site.
Quintavious came on stage at my show at a comedy club, and he sang, and he was amazing.
Oh, he's
wow.
good.
And then I was like, tell everyone to vote for you. And he's like, he's so funny. Like, I'm still weird and blabbery, and I second guess everything I'm saying as I'm saying it. And life is hard,
Yeah.
But he doesn't know it yet. Maybe he'll never know. He'll never know how hard life is because he's so talented and wonderful. And he's like, hey, everyone, make sure you vote for me more times than you voted for Taylor. Like, that's so
That's
funny.
hilarious.
Aww.
So, what was I saying?
The second to last.
Oh, I got nervous watching these people because
Yeah.
the result shows are terrifying. And when I said to some of the kids I was talking to, like, which is true, like, if you take out the voting, every time you were performing is the biggest show you could ever dream of as a performer. Like even like Maroon 5 was on the show. Like it's the
Right.
biggest show that you could be on.
Yeah.
And if you take out the winning, you can't. Who knows what people are gonna vote for? So like as long as like the cello guys got voted off, but they killed it last night.
Right.
So good.
At least go out going big, and that was my philosophy every time I was on the show. Is I fought like crazy for some of the stuff I did. Like we had to in the finale. So after the top 12, right now what they're dealing with is I'm so bad at talking. What's my point? So
You should do a job where you have to talk for a living then, since you're so bad at it.
It's really bad. I have like a articulation problem too. It's really bad, and I feel like I'm just tricking people. It's really weird. Like I don't know why anything's happening.
Well, you're doing great now.
Oh, thank you. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I'm feeling it.
Oh,
so.
thanks. You're good. Well, that's my leg, sir.
Oh.
Then
Oh,
you're feeling-
goodness. I don't
I don't know.
That's a pretty skinny leg there.
Whoa.
I don't
That's
know.
racist.
My leg is probably skinnier, so.
I don't know how that's... All right.
So
you're
the
saying-
people, tomorrow morning, everyone who got to the top 6, they have to do 3 performances that they've never done before. They have to do a duet with someone who they don't know who the duet person doesn't know who they are. The duet person doesn't know they're gonna be on TV next week, the celebrity duet, and they don't know who the duet's gonna be, and the performer. And then they have to do, if they're doing the same structure as last year, which was the first time they did it, you have to repeat a performance you did last year in a bigger and better way, and then you have to do a brand new performance. So
Shoot.
what they said to me and the magician, they were like, just do you have jokes, or to me, the magician had a similar
Collins
problem.
key, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't just repeat a trick. You can't repeat a punchline.
Right.
And because it doesn't have the shock effect. Like the singers can go out there and have new lasers and orchestras and do all the nonsense and make look bigger,
Yeah,
better. They're
exactly.
still doing the exact same thing. Or they could do, I don't know, they could do a rock version. I don't know. It's not fair. So what they said to me is just do the same. First they said tell the same jokes again, and I was like, no. They're like, just do it. I'm like, no. And then they said,
Buy my CD.
right, buy my CD on iTunes or TaylorWilliamson.com is my tour schedule and my CD, and I'll put this video on there.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You sure you want to?
Yes.
Should I not? Maybe audio better because I'm like.
Could you
hunched
cut out
over.
the sides? Like if you just get from your left shoulder to my right shoulder, it's probably like if you.
Can we
cut
do that?
You guys could.
Can we just zoom in this camera?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
You guys could.
We can do anything here.
Anything is possible.
Name it and we got it.
Well,
Okay.
you're talking about this season.
He didn't finish.
Is it okay?
That's
I
fine.
mean,
You can go.
the good thing about me is if you cut me off halfway through, I didn't know I was going
I just wanted to
anywhere.
ask
Well, then
you
go ahead.
something.
But the point is, I had to repeat something, so I fought like crazy. First, then they said, well, how about just do different jokes on the same topic? And I'm like, that's stupid. It's not. I said, if I'm not going to win this thing, I just want to go out. These are all the biggest shows in my life. Even like the duet thing, they wanted me to do a thing with someone else, and I said, no way. And they're like, well, you have to. I'm like,
Can
I'm
you
not
say
going
what that
to.
was or no?
I don't want to say.
Okay, that's fine.
They wanted me to do like a roast thing.
Right. You
And
don't
I-
have to
And
go
I
into more.
said I didn't want to come off negative. I love roasts. I'm all about it. I would
Yeah.
love to do a Comedy Central roast. That'd be amazing. But on this show, I've come off so silly and endearing, and these judges have been so wonderful to me. I don't want to roast them. That's to me, that's not. And then someone I was talking to was like, and they're all great, but they're all just trying to put the show together as easy as possible. If you argue with them, it makes their life more difficult, you know. But only you know as an artist what you know, you know.
Yeah.
And like and what represents you and stuff. And I said, I don't want to come off negative. I want to do something different. And I proposed a million things. And inside the actor studio, thing came out, and it was really cool. And even that, I fought for that. They're like, it doesn't matter. That's after votes. Why do you care about that? Because it's still on. It's still that might be the last time I've ever on TV in my entire life. So then the performance thing, I fought like crazy to have a guy in a camel costume and have a choir and have the fireworks and stuff. And I was scared because I was like, if I do all this stuff and no one laughs or no one responds, it could have been. And I threw in a seal joke in there, which is very risky and a bad idea. I did a lot of bad ideas, but it worked out for some reason. That was the craziest thing I've ever done in my life, and so scary. And then to have to go out and be funny again. In the conclusion, the last thing I said is, I can't go out and do 2 vanilla performances. We're just me and the microphone.
Yeah.
I have to do something crazy because everyone else is doing something crazy, and I know the judges are gonna say, I already saw it, they're gonna be like, Taylor, we need to let people know at home that you can't do something bigger and better for comedy. It's not possible. People at home should know that you are funny, and that is a funny. I don't want that judges have to explain to people why it was good.
Right.
I wanted them to see. Anyways.
Okay.
Wow.
No, I was just gonna say, like, and it's funny that to hear your side of that, because when I watched it, I said to everybody on the show, I think that you could have won because of that performance. I was like, stepping it up like that and having the choir repeat your fat bitches joke.
Well, you were wrong again, though.
Right, but I said you could have. But maybe you went to runner-up instead of 3rd or 4th.
Oh, for sure.
Because of that set. So I think that it definitely worked for you.
But I got into some like silly arguments with the producers. I was like, because I had a choir, and like I was like, I have to go up after Forte, because Forte had a choir, and the opera singers, and I said, I need a choir, so I need them to go before me. And they're like, Taylor, you can't just tell us what order people go in. I'm like, if I go up before Forte, people are gonna be laughing while they're on stage, because they're gonna be laughing. Oh, that's the choir that Taylor had.
Yeah.
Right.
So either it's gonna be, hey, I found a choir, thank you, choir, and then they're laughing, or hey, I stole the choir from Forte to come back and do my thing, and then I was hoping that it's called a reprise. The British people say reprise. I thought the word was reprise.
Well, you are British, so it is reprise. It's reprise.
Is it reprise?
It's reprise in America.
Because I always had, I remember the Aladdin soundtrack,
Yes.
and like I had like One Step Ahead of reprise. You know?
I don't know. They had that.
You're kind of Jasmine-y.
I'm not Jasmine-y.
Is that offensive?
I
No.
can show you the
We don't have to
Can
do this,
you?
Kevin.
Any
We don't.
pretty girl is Jasmine. No, you're like, who are you more like
You're
then?
gonna say
Mulan.
See, that's racist. Jasmine is a
No,
compliment.
because she's a
Mulan's-
fighter.
You guys are wrong. I was gonna say Pocahontas.
Okay. Well.
I was going to say the Beast.
All right.
Did you know Pocahontas was like 12 when that happened?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
creepy.
know. Isn't that crazy?
I think they
12?
made a Disney movie
Look,
out
now
of like
Kevin's intrigued.
No, I'm shocked. I did
Oh
not know
my
that.
gosh.
Wow, I'm getting some Disney trivia here.
Would you be offended if someone said you were Jasmine-y?
No, I didn't say I got offended. I was just.
You were just like,
a little
"Huh."
shocked, you know.
I'm gonna double down on this. You're Jasmine-y.
Okay. All right.
All right.
I'll figure this out.
Hashtag
You can
that.
take
I'll
it.
figure
Good.
So, Corey, you had a very important question.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to ask, who do you think's going to take it this season? You don't
Oh,
have
we're
to,
getting
like-
real?
I don't know. I mean,
Let's get
it's
real.
America's dumb. America votes for lots of stupid things. America should never be allowed to vote for anything. I love America, but if I had one, I would still say America is stupid. You know. But with that said, I don't know. I think it's weird. I mean, we all thought Collins Key was gonna win last
Really?
year.
What?
The Teen Magician guy.
Oh, because all the girls loved him.
Yeah, like and he,
You guys really thought Colin Key was gonna take the whole
Key.
thing? See, I can't even pronounce his name rightly.
I'm thinking business wise, you know. Business wise, I was like, no one's gonna vote for a Japanese guy because he's Japanese,
And because Japanese got talent.
right?
Japan's got talent.
That sounded racist. Japanese guy.
Well,
Well,
no,
no,
I'm
right?
like, what?
You know, America's Got Talent was won by a Japanese man.
Right, like,
From
I-
Japan, not like...
I was like pleasantly surprised by how non-racist America was.
Yay.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly they are. I've learned from my Facebook messages they're still very racist, and Kenichi knows for sure too.
Oh.
And but I was very pleasant. We thought that Collins went win because he's got the teen following and stuff, and
So do you, right?
yeah, I mean I nowhere near. He's way better at that stuff than I am. Like I look at his social media stuff, and he's a genius at that stuff. And like keeping fans interested even in between performances and doing things, and just it's a weird world we're in. So like there's that Miguel Dakota guy, so he has that.
Yeah,
that thing,
same
you know?
thing.
But I don't know. If people are voting for the best for a talent, I mean, everyone's different. It's not fair to compare who's better or whatever. But that's where the show is. I think Quintavious.
Thank you. That's what I said
That's what
earlier.
we were
I
saying.
agree.
I said hands down. I mean, he is the most gifted singer on there.
I was at one of the tapings of the show when he's sang. The energy in Radio City, it was like crazy. I don't know how to describe it. I've never felt like that. Like just like I felt amazing.
Yeah.
He's amazing, and he's such a like cool kid. Everything about him is wonderful, and his personality is great, and he's funny. He's a great singer. He should win.
Now, what act in there in the top 12 do you think does not belong to be in the top 12?
Well,
You don't
that's
have to
top
answer
six.
if-
You don't have to answer. Kevin's like waiting. For He's like, come on.
No, I don't like being. I'd be honest. I think
Okay, you-
everyone's great. I don't know.
Way to take the political.
What?
way
Everyone's,
out,
everyone's
you know.
very talented.
I have a very serious question.
As long as
Oh,
you know what,
boy.
I don't want anyone to get. A serious question. Yeah.
No, go
If
ahead.
you have a ring under there.
No, I was gonna be.
Oh, you're not wearing pants.
Are you gonna propose to me?
Which,
Is that?
which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle would you be?
Are you really asking him that?
Yes.
That's like a question that you ask a celebrity at one of those weird interviews when they're promoting a movie, when you want to be the person that you think you have a new question that they haven't
Look,
heard.
people would want to
Taylor,
know.
tell me, if you could be any Ninja Turtle, which one would you be?
You don't have to answer that.
See what she did? It's funny.
That was.
I keep forgetting that I despise her. I don't, no, I'm just JK.
Why?
Well, if you
She doesn't know what JK means.
What does it mean?
It means John Kevin.
You know JK,
Okay.
right?
No,
For real?
no.
Just
What,
kidding.
what did Kenichi say it was?
It's just Kenichi.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm just worried that my whole. I mean, this last year, I've been doing like an act about like I'm the second most talented person in America and stuff. I have to get over this show. I can't be that. This last year, I've been like, hey, I kissed Heidi Klum and I was on
Yeah.
America's Got Talent. After like next week, I need to get over it. I need to,
Also,
like,
because you're not going to be the second most talented person in America.
well, what do I
anymore.
do? What do I say?
I'm formerly the second
used to
most
be the second
talented.
most talented.
Exactly.
That's so depressing.
you could
You could
forever
say,
say that.
I'm no longer the second most talented person in America, but I'm the second most talented person in this room.
What do I say to my?
What?
And then let
fair.
them come to the
That's fair.
conclusion of who's the.
What other things do you have going on? You know?
I don't have nothing really.
No,
So-
come on.
I mean,
Well-
I'm here.
He didn't want to talk about this, but Taylor and I are pitching a new TV show to NBC.
Are we?
Yeah,
What's it called?
it's called Just the Two of Us.
Really? And what's the premise of the show?
Well, it's about. Taylor, do you want to explain it?
That's like rule one in improvs. You're not supposed to be like, I got
I
you
know.
a thing. Look, what did I
No,
get you?
I thought I'd throw you under the bus.
You really
Yes,
did.
and also this is happening. It's really complicated, and there's music in it. Taylor?
Well, would you like to hear one of the songs? I was in Nashville. Remember Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Remember the guy Chip?
Yeah,
White guy Chip?
he came in
Let's see.
later.
Drew Carey,
Charles
Wayne
Eston.
Brady, Ryan Stiles,
Charles Eston.
and
Charles Eston.
Charles Eston. Chip
Thank you,
Eston.
Marissa.
Right?
Okay.
Yes.
I'm like in Nashville driving around. He's like a serious country singer now. Do you know
What?
about this?
Well, he's on the show Nashville that airs on ABC.
Oh.
Whoa, really?
That explains that.
And he's a country singer on that show.
He's like
Oh, that's
performing at
crazy.
major venues in
Ah.
Nashville as a country singer.
Wow.
So that's like real.
He's really talented.
All
He's
right.
not just funny. He's an
Why
actual singer.
he's never gotten second place on America's Got Talent.
Just saying.
Yeah.
What do I do? My Twitter bio right now is I'm the most talented non-Japanese man in America.
Yeah.
So what do I put now? Do I just leave it and people complain? Don't
Well,
say
let's
anything?
hope that the runner-up next year or this year is Japanese.
There's no Japanese person. There's
Let's
no
get
Asian
one.
person in
You
there.
should. Oh, they're racist.
I'm gonna think of something
know?
for you.
Gosh.
You can say I am the second funniest Jew in America.
No, I'm still the funniest Jew in America.
Okay, that's true.
Or I'm still the most talented Jew.
Yeah.
Are there
Most
any
talented Jew?
Jews?
Or
In
you
America?
could just say,
Quintavious isn't a Jew.
I don't think
Quintavious is
so.
black, so you could just say, I am the most talented white guy in America.
Well, no, because Kenichi's technically white.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my
I'm
life.
perplexed
What?
right now.
I don't know.
What happens?
Is that really the weirdest thing you've ever heard in your whole life? Because I'll
Probably
take
not.
it.
Let him ask
Oh.
this question.
Let me ask. Let me ask a question. Thank you.
Yes. Taylor.
What happens if no comedian? Wait, what's my point? If no white person gets second place or first place, am I still the second most talented white person?
Well,
Yes.
you're no longer I think once they announce a winner for this season, you're no longer, runner-up anymore.
She's so
The-
quick
the
to take this away
crown-
from me. She's not even trying to.
Yes.
She's
The
gonna
crown.
get at it.
It's like
Could
Miss
you be-
America kind of style,
Wait,
you know?
Yeah.
Has
It's a whole
anyone
new
taken
batch.
this? Could you be the wickedly talented Taylor Williamson? Or the wickedly talented Taylor Williamson?
Where's that from? What is that?
The Oscars, John Travolta, when he announced
yeah,
Idina
yeah,
Menzel.
yeah.
The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
I was thinking like
Yeah.
rap god Eminem. It's kind of.
Ooh, you could be the rap god Taylor Williamson.
right.
Yeah.
Well, no comedians got further than me this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
No comedians broke the top
Wait,
12,
is
right?
Dan Natterman gone?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's too
gone.
bad.
We just watched the show.
You know where he
That was
failed?
last
He
week.
mentioned he was Jewish.
Right, you
was
did.
very specific. Never mentioned I'm Jewish. No one's ever been like, let's vote for the Jewish guy. No one's ever
Right.
said that in the history of the world. They love black guys though. Apparently, it's like 5 of them.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you can't get credit. But, the thing is...
You've been working on that for a while, haven't
I
you?
have.
This
I
is
have.
getting
Wait,
cute.
can I say
I'm
this?
waiting.
I have been writing that joke the last 10
That's
years.
Kevin's interview bit. When he's on a late night talk show.
Exactly.
They're like,
Exactly.
so Kevin, tell us about your experience. Well, once you go black, you don't get credit.
All right.
That was close. That was good.
I dated a Blasian girl, a Blackanese girl, real life.
Oh.
If you guys made a baby, it would have been her. It sounds like I
Maybe
dated a
it
baby.
was.
Tiger Woods is Blasian.
But he's not black. I did Blackanese.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blackanese,
Yeah.
okay.
Way to
You know
pay
what's
attention,
funny?
Kevin.
One of my, I do all the time. One of
What?
my favorite Asian comedians used to say this. He used to say, once you go
This
Asian...
is terrible.
No, seriously. No, the reason why I
Wait,
said that
wait,
is 'cause
that's
the joke-
terrible. You could just say Bobby Lee.
Is it Bobby Lee?
It's not Bobby
Yeah.
Lee.
Who
Well,
else
who
is
else
there?
is
His name
there?
is Dan Gabriel.
Oh,
So
no,
anyway-
he's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I know him.
Yeah,
he's
Dan
very
Gabriel.
funny.
He's hilarious. Yeah.
Why is he one of
So-
your favorite Asians?
Can't he just
Because
be
I've
one of
seen
your
him perform
favorite
1,000
comedians?
times.
Yeah.
I used to work on a cruise ship and host a comedy club, and he used to always
He's
be
done a
in
lot
there.
of things.
That's so interesting.
I have. I went from New York to cruise ships. Gotta love it. Only in America. So, anyways, yeah. So Daniel, he had this joke that he would say, "Once you go Asian, thank you." It was a lot funnier when he did it.
No,
It was
I
a lot
like it.
funnier.
What?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
She has. I don't. She doesn't. It's
Yeah.
Asian male more probably.
Yeah, exactly. It was funny though. It was
You're
hilarious
okay.
the
It's
way
not
he
about
did
you.
it.
I'm okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, that's
She
good.
thought you were making fun of Asians.
Never that. I would never. I would make fun of midgets before I make fun of Asians.
Oh,
Little people.
All right.
Little people, yeah.
Well,
Do you date white people?
All right.
yes, we could talk about this later.
Oh, this is where I make my move.
Oh, yeah, go for it. You know what I'm going to do?
Do you date white people?
Well, not yet.
I heard you don't date white people.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Because I feel like my fiance would be upset.
But Taylor, wanted to thank you for coming by.
Thank you. I apologize for everything, honestly.
Why?
For what?
No.
Do you truthfully feel like this was worth your time, honestly?
Yes.
Yes.
I wish we had more hours to talk.
I think we
with
do.
you.
Then we still have 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, let's rock.
Let's
I
fill those
want
2
you
minutes.
to talk about what you
Take-
got going on. And
I'm very excited. AGT changed my life like crazy. I'm doing filming my first hour comedy special next month in Denver, Colorado. Ticket sales will be posted next week. I am pitching TV show, try to make a sitcom thing happen.
with Daniel.
With Daniel.
Yeah,
let me know when you
want
need me.
in?
Yeah.
You're in.
Yeah, I'm in. I'll take it.
Are you a SAG-AFTRA?
Yes.
They canceled me because they said that I didn't pay my bills or something.
You should, I'll pay you. I'll get you back in.
They want to pay like $2,000 to be reinstated. It's
You
like
have
crazy.
that, though.
But you're punishing. They punish.
Right.
I hate unions.
No,
I
it's-
love
it-
SAG-AFTRA, which is better. Whatever's better
Yeah,
for my
it's
career.
tough, but you should get back in because then you and I can
Probably.
do a SAG-AFTRA TV show
For
together.
you.
Just do it for me, Taylor.
And anyways, I honestly that you guys said nice things about me most of the time. It really means a lot to me, and I think it's really honestly really cool what you guys do, and it's it's fun and it's interesting, and thank you.
You're welcome to come back anytime if you want to come back next week for the season finale and all that stuff. But it's up to you.
That's a look of no thank you.
I know.
No, but I honestly feel like I did a bad job, and I'm sorry.
You did a great job.
Look,
We don't actually want to
We gave
ask
you
you
2
questions.
months
We
of
want to
water.
hang out with you. The questions are there to have something to start conversation.
But you didn't ask me one more question before in the last.
Why? You didn't answer my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Michelangelo, he's the
Oh.
best.
No wonder you
not
mentioned.
as
You
good
did
as
mention
Raphael.
pizza.
I like pizza. I tried vegan cheese today. I don't
That's
like
not
that.
real.
It's not good.
It's not cheese if it's vegan.
Right?
All right.
It's like eating vegan meat.
Taylor.
Are we going to
Tofu.
Tony's Tacos?
Yeah, we're going to Tito's Tacos after this.
We'll do that. We'll do that after. if
And
you
Tony's
want to.
Tacos.
But where can everyone follow you on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff?
At Taylor Comedy
Yeah.
and
Comedy.
TaylorWilliamson.com, and I'm on tour all over the country. I do meet and greets. If you want to come touch me, don't touch my face. And
Really?
Whoa, so touch you below the neck?
you should be impressed I'm wearing these headphones. I wanted you guys to like me. Normally, these are clean, right? No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then
Sure.
everything's gross. You
They're
guys.
cleaned ones.
Kevin. Oh, go ahead. Finish. Sorry.
So you are on I Love New York.
So I'm Kevin John. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyKevinJohn, or on my website, www.itskevinjohn.com, or you can find me in New York with Taylor.
Let's go.
That's true.
Let's do it.
Daniel.
Oh, check me out on on Twitter at It's Daniel Weiss. Check out my improv group, Doctor Who Live, on Facebook. We'll be in New York October 3rd. If you're in New York, come check us out. And if you like tacos, check out Tito's Tacos. They're amazing. We'll get a taco that fits you.
And you can follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter. I feel like the most serious one here at KAORIOU.
No, you had all the bits. You did a lot of good bits.
I tried.
You were great.
You did.
Okay.
You did have some great
All right.
one-liners.
Maybe I'll audition for America's Got Talent. But we'll catch you
should.
guys next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Taylor, so much.
Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks you guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Buzz you later.
This is a clear and
You
present
didn't let me
danger.
say it. I was gonna say it. Buzz you later.
Oh, new world.
She pointed at me and then talked over me.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.